year,
Right.
360 trading days,
Right.
and some reports on one of the 5th biggest short covering episodes in about 4 years, 5 years.
Look, we'll probably have a quarter of the S&P that will be at its 52-week high for the last 2 months after today. And those who keep saying it's a head fake, when does a head fake turn into a profit center? Like, what do we play here for? Are we here to theorize, or are we here to make money? Because I got to tell you, you make money by being long stocks right here. That's what happens, okay? Not AI.
Is there a reason you're yelling at me?
It's echoing through
Yeah, I
the
got my
building.
voice back, and it's kind of cool. I'm like, oh, excited.
9:03. Usually you don't start yelling at me till like 9:20.
Well, because like I was waiting for you to say, well, AI is going to make it so that we're all, the 14th Amendment and 13th Amendment repealed because of the machines. What I'm saying is that right now, people are making more money than I've seen in this market in maybe, I don't know, how about 12 years?
Well, you're benefiting even if you own just the S&P 500 index, despite the fact that many of its components haven't gone up at all,
Well,
because, to your point, 7 or 8 of them have gone up enormously.
Okay,
but actually, it's because of
you know, a guy like Wilson, he needs all 500 of the S&P 500 to go up before he is certain that the S&P 500 is to go up. That's called circular reasoning. It's terrible. Circular reasoning.
Jim's referring to Morgan Stanley's Mike Wilson, who
He needs 600. Do you know how many stocks are in the 500?
Hundreds of stocks.
Yeah, he is right now poised to say, until 600 to 500.
You're being very unfair to Mike Wilson.
He just doesn't even exist. He's just a cheap guy.
So you are of the belief that, as Goldman said earlier in the week, there will be catch-up among the other names. And these periods of narrow leadership, it will be more like 2020, where everybody else comes to join.
Yesterday we had so many good industrials that were up. So many solid industrials. We're starting to get some transports that are up.
So there was a bit of a
healthcare.
broadening that made you happy.
Supporting healthcare.
Yeah.
Yep. And new leadership at Goldman. Way ahead of myself. There is without a doubt. Whoa! Yeah, the long knives are out for that guy.
Journal piece is spicy.
That is a long knife piece. That reminds me, we have seen pieces periodically that are long knife pieces.
Yeah.
Right? Don't you think that piece echoes other CEOs before that?
David Solomon joined Sarah Eisen yesterday for
Yes.
an interview. There has been no shortage of speculation for a long time, none of which may end up being correct. I say look to the board of directors of Goldman Sachs and see what their thoughts are about the leadership at this point.
But when you have Lloyd
talk to Bio, I don't think that it's clear at all that there's going to be any changes there.
You don't have
that said, I don't know. The conversation keeps going on. The Journal now decided to write a pretty negative story, right?
I just think it's a long knife piece, and when you have those, you tend to have the blessing of higher ups who really, what the hell is that? Was that?
That's the piece.
That's the journal.
Good morning. Good morning,
Which is ironic
everyone.
because a lot of the financial commentary we've gotten this week, Gorman in particular, talking about green shoots, more discussions with CEOs.
The stock's doubled on this guy. How bad? What does that do? Have triple? I don't like long knife pieces because what they say is like we all got together and let's just flood the zone of reporter and just swarm them. And I don't like that. Doesn't make sense to me. Guy doesn't deserve it. He seemed pretty reasonable in the Sarah interview.
It's very reasonable. He's not particularly positive, though, and he may have been actually sort of talking a bit negatively about commercial real estate being another leg that is not going to be great.
The green sky. That was like the sky last week in the city. David doesn't understand, but I'm going to turn to you.
I don't understand, really. What is that I don't understand, Jim?
Oh, Anthony Noto. Yeah, absolutely right. That thing is just one of the great squeezes of all time. You talk about volatility. Here's what's going on. We're about to have an IPO that is going to make it so that the IPO door, window, roof blown off. And it's from a place right down the block. You can go.
What up, Gator?
The food, but I can get Cabo. The shares. Market orders, no.
How's Sweet Green done since it?
No, it's bad. I got a comparison with Sweet Green and Chipotle.
Why is that not a valid comparison? You can go to one down the block also.
Potbelly too.
Potbelly's got a 330 calorie sandwich.
That's not that. That's something.
No, that was 3 Georgetown guys that Hoyas, Saxa.
All right.
Here's
Not, not obviously since it went public, but look, when it went
No,
public.
no, why don't you put up Chipotle? Why don't you put up Chipotle? You put up Sweet Pea, put up Chipotle.
Really, Cobas compared to Chipotle.
Well, you got $2.8 million annual fees. If you're Jack Hartung, the CFO of Chipotle, you're saying, hey, these guys they have mojo. Mojo for sure. Of course, they're losing money. Cobas good.
Yeah. So IPOs,
Look at that. See there.
the commentary from the financials this week, you're not looking to fade anything here.
Well, look, we've had pretty big run. I mean, it's
That's what's
I
up.
mean, if the Fed says, listen, we're worried about blah blah blah, I believe people take profits, but I can tell you, I have to go back to '84, not even '99. But 84, where you see like Adobe goes up 20 and then it goes up 10.
You know, the man shows up
AMD goes up
appropriate.
10, Oracle goes up
Appropriate.
4, and then it
And
goes up
what was
7.
going on in 85?
Let's see.
What was going up in 84
We
that's
realized that
comparable to
we
this?
This
realized
market
that
is just
tech was a sector, and it wasn't just
non-stop.
finance that mattered.
What was it, Genesis? What was moving up?
What's up, Gator? What are
Yeah,
you
we
looking at?
realized that you could have fast.
I'm watching the Dow, Nasdaq. I mean, this market is super overextended, so I'm just looking for potential entries to short. I'm not in any position at the moment,
Speaking of big money in tech, watch Oracle, obviously on track to open at a
but
record
man,
today
what a
after
run up.
quarterly beat. Stronger cloud growth. Company says AI customers recently signed contracts to buy more than $2 billion in cloud capacity. Larry Ellison talked about NVIDIA on the call last night.
That was great.
NVIDIA themselves are doing AI development in the Oracle Gen 2 cloud. And we are partnering with NVIDIA to build the world's largest high-performance computer, an AI computer with 16,000 GPUs. The extreme high performance and related cost savings of running generative AI workloads in our Gen 2 cloud has made Oracle the #1 choice among cutting-edge AI development companies.
Meanwhile, Ellison, new heights for his personal wealth, in the top 5 for the first time.
Oh, well, I mean, you're talking about 77% growth. You have to be careful because they bought Cerner. Some of this growth is augmented by the acquisition of Cerner. But this Larry.
CPI. I mean, whatever the CPI number was, it's to a point where they're talking about this month the Feds are going to pause and then maybe hike after that. So there's so much back and forth. This is frustrating.
Business that we're in, that's called profit. You can take it. Some people think we're in some other business.
We're actually not in that.
Some people think we're in the yield curve business.
No, but we're not in the business.
Did you ever read Sidney Homer's seminal 530-page book on the yield curve?
We're in the business of just trying to find stuff out.
No, I know you do that, and it's great. And we all have value added. I'm just saying that one of the things that's missing is the recognition from these strategists. Like, even look, David Bloodless Costa, and I love Costa, but if he takes his S&P from 4,000, 4,500, well, forget that. I mean, look at the stocks. Look at the money that's being made in NVIDIA.
Right.
Join me.
So that was pushing ES as well. Massive run up.
And you should be.
I was expecting CPI to drop the market, but it didn't.
But CNBC was predicated on the idea that maybe we can help people make millions. It wasn't predicated on the idea of how rich, I don't know, Ackman is. I don't give a damn. Good for him.
So does Oracle join the own it, don't trade it crowd?
That's tough because a lot of Oracle will now have nothing. There won't be. Software does not talk about software cats. I mean, I think she's amazing. She does not talk about. She doesn't come on TV. Larry doesn't come on TV. He's just so competitive. I love him.
Larry didn't need to do anything. It's working well for him. 78 years old. Just passed age from the
Oh,
No,
my.
no,
His
that's
island
ever-
kills it.
Nice.
It crushes it. His island kills it.
Not to mention, he's benefiting from his significant holdings of Tesla as well. I think he's got about a 1.5% ownership stake in that company, and that continues to rise.
He's so competitive. Don't you love it?
dramatically.
Do you see where he just says, listen, you get double, which means it's only costs half. And like one of the analysts like says, well, no, I don't think that's like right. I think your math's wrong. I think Ellison killed him at the end of the call. I think he got him killed.
Did he?
Well, yeah, theoretically.
Call that a hit. That's it.
Yeah, but
That guy,
GPT
you don't correct Larry Ellison on his call.
Do you know who's more scared about what could happen in the world with GPT than anyone I've met?
No. David?
Yeah, bro, a lot of bullish momentum. It's wild.
In 45, he would never split the atom. Right? You would have been against that atom split thing.
Oppenheimer was still worried. There was a little chance that they could blow up the world. They weren't 100% sure.
Well-
This is a greater chance. Far
Yeah.
greater chance.
My
than
father was in the
percentage.
6th Army. He was going to land at
That's,
Hotshot. He would have a real shot.
I mean, here you've got so many of the originators of the technology who are very concerned about what it's going to mean for humanity. I don't think I'm going out on a limb to say that it's something that we need to be concerned about.
So we just wait. So what I want to see on the markets is I want to see a pullback and then a bounce to create a lower high on a 1 hour or 30-minute time frame to let me know that it's ready to come down. We still have this gap that needs to be filled. So this will probably probably maybe by the end of the week. If not, by the end of the week, sometime next week. So I'm just gonna patiently wait.
Actual, like, and then being on the Vegas nerve.
Still there.
And
It's
it's
still progressing. There's no doubt. That said, Carl, there's also a lot of concern about what it's going to mean for the upcoming election. And what you're going to be able to do in terms of manipulating voice, manipulating video to the point where no one is going to be able to really tell the difference between fact and fiction.
That is the problem. Post-truth.
That's what's good.
Post-truth era.
That was the biggest worry last night. It's good there. A lot of good thoughts. But the fact is, I think a lot of people are trying to figure out what grade the GPT is. 3rd grade is what I keep
Well,
hearing.
maybe reading at a 3rd grade level.
Well, what happens when it gets to high school?
It's getting 10% better every day.
Learning
Well,
every day.
it's 10% better every day. I mean, even Schwarzenegger. Thank you. Not true.
When we come back, we mentioned Apple and that record closing high. Today, a downgrade over at UBS.
It's that.
We'll talk.
Trias just moved $2 on my thing.
We'll talk about why. Market definitely celebrating that CPI print. 11 months of slowing year-on-year growth. That's the longest since 1921. Back in a moment.
The only position I'm in right now is British pound USD short. Other than that, I'm just waiting for some confirmation. I missed the buy on gold this morning. I missed the trades on the indices because I was expecting it to be a short today, but so it's just a matter of waiting. The retracement so far on the market. It'd be nice to get a full-on reversal. at the open. I mean, we're not far from it right now, but it's just right now it's just wait. Market's really bullish uh off the CPI and the fact that they're expecting the Feds to pause for this month. I hope it's a big smack in the face like, nope, we're still hiking.
Apple's in focus a day after hitting that record-closing high, reaching that milestone a week after unveiling the Vision Pro mixed reality headset. And today, UBS comes along, cuts to neutral from buy. They cite some softer iPhone and services growth, Jim, premium valuation, although they do raise the target.
Yes, that was the when you raise your price target and downgrade, that's grasping for straws. Now I do like the evidence lab. David, I think it's like the CSI stream.
Yes.
But we have no idea. We know that services numbers are up, not down. We know that some of the less developed countries are ordering to the point where I felt that this piece was not in sync with what I'm getting from Apple.
Right.
I don't know where they got their stuff. What
are you getting from Apple?
Service revenue is really strong. You're beginning to see, along with China, obviously, you're seeing numbers in India are meaningful. I think you can build a trajectory that says you're probably ill-advised to sell regular.
The exchange merch is pretty nice. Oh, word, yeah, bruh.
It's been a winner because the company
I'm saying thank you.
is right and has the right products and the right people. And Vision Pro, by the way, those who laugh at the 35.
Yeah, I feel you on that. Definitely looking for them to
Because Verizon and AT&T don't have the cash flow to be able to offer it the way that like see. It's gonna happen.
definitely don't want to see it continue pushing, but
Discount. You do buy now, pay later for that. It happens.
I mean, you were just mentioning, say, the impact of student
I'm gonna create an alert for once it breaks. Oh no, this is the Dow.
purchase intent
Once the brow breaks 34,186. So at or below, create, go to NASDAQ. A break of 14,769 on NASDAQ. I'm creating an alert at or below.
They won't be going out. And David, 50% of the people.
Does not that mean that they're going to go out and spend $3,500 on a headset?
No, it's going to be subsidized by T-Mobile. You're not even going to know it. Go in right now. You get $890 off the T-Mobile will give you for the iMac Pro. Yeah, for the Pro T-Mobile.
For the phone.
For the phone. Yeah. Well, now let's throw that in. Why not pay that stuff? But that's what I think they're going to do.
Okay, go.
Well, David, it's like homework there.
I believe you.
Like, can we see some profit taking?
Student loan, about $6 billion monthly burden.
You got to be in the club to read the list.
Yes, that's for club members only.
Okay, nice pullback. Keep it going.
So far,
Keep
remember when everyone said that
it
Apple
going.
was going to do it? What are you offering? Well, the stock's now double. And that's again, what I'm talking about is a market where we have to remember that after a very prolonged period, no one's really making money. Now people are making money, and we're going to have new viewers and then come in, and we can bore them with the yield curve, and I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to bore Dan with the yield curve. I was the 10
So
versus the 2 versus the 5.
in your view, we're going to graduate from fretting about the Fed and rates to watching for signs of exuberance.
Yes, that's exactly right. And Kava's going to be getting. I think Kava's going to double.
Kava is going to be the key to this market. Kava.
Okay, oh, if it can unwind and fill this wick.
It's going to open at twice what it's priced at. Sure. It'll move from 18, 21,
7 minutes left.
Shares. They'll come after 500,000. They'll get another 500,000 at the opening and they'll have a great average. That's what, David, that's where we are in life.
Speaking of the open, we'll get today's open in a moment. We'll get Kramer's Mad Dash and countdown to the bell. Don't go anywhere.
Good retracement. Good retracement. Ooh, if this thing could unwind, oh my gosh, it would be beautiful. And gold really nice to trade. PA is often. Yeah, gold be having some nice moves. Um, yeah, I am. Based on a 1 hour time frame, gold is still printing higher lows. So if it was to come back down, let's see. Make sure I give you the correct. Snap. Um, I'm thinking maybe 1967. 1967 area would be a nice rebuy for gold if it was to get down there, but it might not even break below 1970. So I'm gonna set an alert if it does get to 1970 30 at or below, create, voila. So if price gets to there, then I'll be interested. I'll look to see how it's acting and see if I wanna take it. Okay, 4 minutes till the open. Oh, I want Powell to shock the market tomorrow. Like, pause? Hell no. 25. Drop this. Drop this market back to some common sense. Nice, nice. Good short. Mhm. Less than 3 minutes till the open. Mm. Dow's pulling back a little bit more. Come on. Oh, Dow is just sliding. Here we go. 10 seconds. Whoo, look at the Dow giving it all back. Drop. Wow. Nice. Okay, nice bounce. What you trying to do? Okay. All right. Mm, mm. All right, come on down. Come and get some. Ooh, oh, oh. That was pulling. That was pulling. Keep coming, baby. Do your thing. Come on. I want to see if it can get below. What's the price? I want to see if the Dow can get below 34,391, which is slightly above the prior daily high. But NASDAQ is just sliding. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to enter a short on the NASDAQ. Need a little bit more confirmation. I'm waiting. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Give us confirmation. All right, I'm short NASDAQ at 15,085. I'm short NASDAQ 15,085.25. Okay, down 10. Come on, stop playing with me. Don't play with me. I'm gonna risk 20 points to make about 50. It'd be 100 points if I can hold all the way to this wick on the 3-minute time frame at 14,981. Come on, stop playing. No. Stop. Stop hit. Okay, it's not ready yet. Not ready. Currently SPY bounce play today. I don't necessarily like the longs on the SPY. Well, let me see. ES. I mean, ES was a nice bounce at yeah, at 44 4401. Still holding above this support level, or this, which was resistance earlier this morning. 401. Dang. Bro. Come on, bro. SPY, let's see. Possibly. I mean, it would have to get it would take a lot for it to move to that high. I don't see SPY getting above 44.15. Now I could be wrong, but if it was to do that, that's a lot, man. To head all the way to wait, 434. Are you asking, is that SPY? That's SPY, right? Let me see. SPY. Oh, okay. Let's see. SPY. So are you talking like, could it potentially pull back to the 434? Oh, absolutely. It can. It's just a matter of when. Now, as long as it holds, so I would mark off 436.57, and as long as we have 15-minute candles and 30-minute candles closing below that, like we'll definitely end up seeing a retracement. I'm gonna be on the lookout for this wick right here to get filled. See, this is the wick that it created right at the release of the CPI. So I see this getting filled. Same thing with the Dow, same thing with NASDAQ, right? So it's created a wick that I believe will get filled. Overall, I mean, I know I'm missing this run up, but again, I'm still staying true to my overall sentiment, which, like, this is the gap that's going to be filled. Now I was stopped out yesterday, and I just did get stopped out 20 points on NASDAQ, and it's finally now turning. So I'm just gonna patiently wait for some confirmation. Once I get the confirmation, it's a wrap. Good, good bounce. Good bounce play. Oh, the Dow just whew, new highs. Dow said, see you later. Nasdaq is lagging. Wow, this market's relentless, relentless. ES is looking like it's about to get over that high. The only one that's somewhat lagging is the Nasdaq. Look at that. Nasdaq is pulling while ES and Dow are both pushing. Bro. Like, is this shit serious? This run up. Okay, gold has now gotten below 19,730. Habibi, you are just eating on gold, huh? Look at this. Gonzo. Look at NASDAQ. Look at NASDAQ. NASDAQ is definitely the weaker one today. Wow. Okay. Damn, Nas. NASDAQ's dropping. Look at NASDAQ. Are you kidding me? What a drop on Nas, huh? Not the markets, just NASDAQ and ES. Freaking the Dow Jones is still over here holding itself up. Like, bruh. See you, man. Very, very disciplined. That's what's up. Come on. Oh, we is waiting. Let me eat my breakfast in the meantime. Might have to propose what to go. I hear that. Trading's my wife. My baby. Well, given that we're waiting, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Don't mind me while I eat my breakfast. Trading beef making. She'll stress you out too if you're not disciplined and respect your stop losses. She'll be like, I got something for you. Looks like Dow Jones is ready to join the party a little bit. Oh yeah, like high and low. It has. ES has been holding higher lows on a 1 hour time frame. I'm looking for confirmation to the downside. Haven't gotten it yet, but I am liking how this 1 hour candle is looking. If this 1 hour candle on ES can close as a doji or as a doji or as a evening star, I'll take a short for the next hour. Yes, if it closes as a doji, we're dropping, which I'm gonna look for a short. So I'm just waiting right now. I took a $1,500 loss on the Nasdaq short first thing this morning. Lost 20 points. Days like this, it's like when you miss the movement, just wait, watch. We'll see. We'll get a nice trade. Um, And another reason I realized why the market ran yesterday was because the Feds, they've printed $200 billion. So market running up on that, and the fact that the market is anticipating a potential pause. Oh, I want J Powell to just smack this market. Like, bro, it's high enough to where they say that the market drops. It won't be that bad of a drop. You're good. It's a good thing you got here late. I took a short on Nasdaq. I took a 20-point loss, which ended up coming out to 1600. Right now, I'm watching for confirmation on how this 1 hour candle closes, which is going to be in about a minute and a half. So I'm watching, and I'm still watching Nasdaq. Dow is looking a bit better now. I'm still short bias on the market. Okay, okay. Okay, Dow's pulling back even more. Let's go. Bro. Come on, bro. Come on, come on. How is this thing still on commercial break all this time? Mm.
Inflation report 4% higher than last year, and that was enough of moderation to keep the markets in a good mood. The S&P up for a fourth day in a row, about 0.5%. Tech is again leading. The Nasdaq's up a third of 1%. Nasdaq 100 has been outperforming. The 2-year note yield is lower, and so is the U.S. dollar. We're 30 minutes into the trading session. Here are 3 big numbers we are watching right now. Let's start with Oracle, touching a new all-time high after the company beat on the top and bottom lines. More on that quarter in just a moment. Apple gets a rare downgrade. UBS moving its rating to neutral from buy, citing continued pressure for iPhone demand, even with support from emerging markets. And then Home Depot holding an investor day here at the NYSE, also reiterating earnings decline projections for the fiscal year 2024 of 7 to 13%. Remember, that was the big disappointment of the last quarter. The stock is moving a little bit higher. No surprise there. But guys, I think we should pull apart CPI a little bit because this was the big report to watch, and it's rare that we get it on the day one of a Fed meeting, but here we go. And the bottom line is, if you look at expectations for a hike tomorrow, they've fallen below 10%. So it was seen as good enough to let the Fed do its skip thing, which is really where the market consensus is right now. 4% prices rising from last year. It's still high, but it was lower than expected, and it shows increasing signs of progress. 2 things to pull out here, guys, in terms of the number. There's core CPI, which of course strips out more volatile food and energy, and it still had a 0.4% rise from last month, and it's still rising about 5.3% from last year. It's moderation when we got the prior month. Okay, good, but it's still too high, and it still will be seen as problematic by the Fed. And then the policy-sensitive services inflation, excluding housing, that's the so-called super core that we know the Fed and Powell has mentioned and been looking at, increasing 4.6% from a year ago. Again, progress, but higher than where we need to be, which is perhaps why the market is now more than 50% odds of a July hike. And that's the whole skip thing that we started talking about here weeks ago, but that's increasingly what the market thinks is going to happen. They're going to see what the damage that's been done, wait it out, see what's happening in commercial real estate and in credit markets, and continue to monitor.
Get another CPI report too, which is now
Hope to see more progress.
report and everything else, right? So
And one thing that hasn't happened though is the labor market really has not broken. I just did a discussion with a bunch of CFOs, and not one of them. I said, raise your hand if you think the Fed should continue raising rates, not just tomorrow, but in the future. Not one of them raised their hand. They're all seeing their business conditions decline, whether it's manufacturing, retail,
Yeah, gold.
travel sector. But
What's it at now?
raise your hand if you're
Oof,
finding it easier to get
oh,
workers. Nobody raised their hand.
64s. Damn.
So there's still a
seeing demand.
It could go lower, man. It could go all the way down to 1959, basically 1960. If this 1 hour candle closes below 1965.30.
Congress can do immigration and we could solve that kind of issue. But until then, I think the Fed's going to look at it and worry about wage inflation because you're still going to have to pay up to get workers until they reach some sort of higher rate where they can just crush demand so much that people aren't hiring anymore. And it doesn't feel like we've reached that level yet, at least anecdotally talking to some of these business leaders.
If you're going to wait for Congress to actually do immigration reform, you're going to be waiting a very long time.
Yeah, that's part of it. So it's a good number, Carl, for bonds. So you're saying bonds get bought, dollar weakening, all of that jives with the fact that they can take a pause or skip here and sort of monitor the situation and continue from here. I mean, it was interesting. I was talking to Ray Dalio yesterday about founder of Bridgewater about the prospect for bonds. He's been warning of this debt crisis, and we really went deep on this. His big concern is not that we're going to not be able to pay our bills, it's that there will be demand for treasuries, that there's this confluence of factors happening where we've already monetized all the debt, we're in an inflationary period, and China and their other geopolitical concerns are not going to be as willing to buy our debt, and he said that makes for kind of a risky prospect when it comes to treasuries. Listen.
We're going to have a debt problem, and the question is how quickly and does it evolve in a way that I disrupt debt service payments or
Sure. So do you see the U.S. Treasury bond as a risky investment right now? Risky investment?
Yes, I think it's a very risky investment.
Very risky investment. And so I pushed him up, what do you do? Because he's been making these warnings that we're in sort of longer debt crisis, spiraling toward that we're on the brink of economic China, some of these very bearish predictions that he thinks over periods of years. But getting him to say, okay, what do you do? Actually, he thinks equities would be safer in that kind of environment because you get a big devaluation and that can actually help stocks.
So his longstanding thesis has been that this next election cycle, on the presidential front, may not be widely accepted, which adds to his risk thesis about sovereign debt, U.S. sovereign debt.
Yeah, one of the other factors that he says that happened in history, and we're in another one of these periods, is just for rising inequality, rising social tensions and political instability. He uses words like civil war and says he connects the dots, everything out of this, the Trump indictment, the fact January 6th, it's all dots in this bigger picture of where, unfortunately, we're headed to internal disruption of the political order, internal and then external, when it comes to the confrontation with China.
Dark. So, but the recommendation is buy stocks, sell treasuries.
Now what? And gold. He said 15 to 20% of his portfolio is in gold against this sort of debt crisis kind of scenario.
Yeah, it's a high allocation, although doing well today. Meantime, the CNBC has a new Fed survey ahead of tomorrow's decision. Respondents feeling a little bearish on equities. Our Steve Leisman has the results. Morning, Steve.
Good morning, Carl. Yeah, amid concerns about tighter banking standards and still high inflation and, of course, a prediction of recession, respondents to the CNBC Fed survey think the market could be in for a sell-off before a bounce back next year. Some pretty bleak numbers here. The average year-end S&P call among the 33 respondents is for 4075. That's 6% below yesterday's close. S&P seen, though, bouncing back next year to 4456. That would be a 2.5% gain from current levels. Overall, respondents, economists, strategists, and fund managers, they see the market as overpriced relative to the outlook for earnings and economic growth. 71% say equities are somewhat or extremely high, and 26% say they are about right. There's nobody really saying that they're cheap. Douglas Ford and Russell Investments writing into the survey. Having navigated the debt ceiling and near-term banking sector risk, capital markets focus should pivot to monetary policy and recession.
Still here patiently waiting.
Underweighting risk assets. Respondents, hey, they're pretty excited about artificial intelligence. 48% say it's a real development that promises significant returns and important changes to the economy. 33% say it's too soon to tell. 9% call it hype and a bubble. Downbeat views on stocks come with forecasts that the Fed will pause and is in fact done for the year. This forecast at odds with where the market's priced. They see 63% see no change in July. The market has about a 66% probability of a hike. 34%.
Look at this thing just drop.
There is no change at all. 81, 84, and then 71 in December with 26%. Minority they're saying
So annoying.
A cut on the way. As for this meeting, 91% see
Annoying.
but they think the Fed's on hold for nearly 8 months, so no more hikes, but no cuts in the forecast in this survey either. Sir.
Oh yeah, no
Really
cuts.
interesting, Steve, to hear how frames, if they do in fact pause, do the skip thing, frames the view forward, because a lot of people think that with still a number of regional Fed presidents, and you've talked to some of them in recent weeks, wanting to hike at this meeting, the compromise is he has to sound very hawkish.
Yeah, and I think the semantics are going to matter a lot because I mean we've been kind of making fun of this, but it's kind of serious. Like a skip means you're going to come back and do it again.
Right.
A pause means you're probably going to hang and not hike for a couple meetings. And I'll give you the tail of the tape here real quick here, which is that the July is
All right, my good folks.
3%. It's down.
Any questions?
Or so, or 8%. CPI report. So all it's being seen as a dovish report.
Yeah, I'm liking it. I wanna add to it, but I'm just gonna wait to see before I add another monitor. If I'm gonna be moving to Florida a lot sooner than expected.
The next shoe to drop.
So for now this will work. And then once I go down to Florida, I'll probably upgrade it again. But it's pretty dope. I like the fact that with this setup, like I can have like multiple desktops open, which is pretty dope.
Well, I think we've got the euphoria around AI. It's
it's driven the growth component of the market, whether it's the NASDAQ components or whether it's our broader growth cluster. You're looking at a 33% gain year to date. This is relative to the cyclical side of the market, which is down 1%, defensive's down 4 to 5%. So this is not a broader market move. This is a very narrow move, if you will, from that perspective. It's predicated on long-term promise, where our concern is that that long-term promise isn't yet showing up in the fundamentals. It'll take some time for that to happen. We think it'll happen. But between here and there, we think we're probably setting up for a bit of a digestion phase.
I mean, it is broad in this month of June. Materials are up 7.5%, energy up 7%, industrials are up. So in recent days and weeks,
Right.
it's broadened out.
So when you begin to get news like today on the CPI, at the margin, it takes some of the pressure off of this Fed expected trajectory, takes some of the recession risk off. I think actually it sets up for a release valve higher for the cyclical side of the market, which has been our call in terms of where we want to position with new money at this point.
Torsten,
Go to
what
the
about
drop.
you? What do
She
you expect the
going.
Fed to do, and how do you
She
think that'll shape
going.
expectations for the market?
I said you said it very well, sir. I mean, they are still not done. I mean, core inflation actually was higher than expected, and we're still at more than 5% on core PCE. You see how rates are trading here after the number. First, the gut reaction was to say, okay, well, inflation on the headline was lower than expected because energy prices year over year are definitely coming down. But if you look at the core components, yes, super core was maybe a little bit better. But the bottom line still is the housing market. Housing makes up 40% of the CPI basket. And if everyone now says, oh, green light, everything is fine, housing can start to go up again, we run the risk that 40% of the
Oh,
basket
is this the
gonna go
beginning?
down.
Is
It's
this
risk
the
of beginning to
beginning?
go up over the coming quarters, and that raises the risk that we're not going to go down to 2%. So there's a lot of things. If we get a relief rally, not only market, so in the economy, everyone's saying, oh, everything is fine. That's ironically a major problem for the Fed because that's going to put more upward pressure on inflation. And at these levels of around 5%, but still it's just too elevated.
I don't get why they're not hiking tomorrow. Why the market is so convinced of this, and clearly they've messaged that, so that's probably why the market's convinced of it. But you know, you could have an argument that PCE came in stronger than expected. We're still at too high inflation levels. They're supposed to be targeting inflation, and yes, while there are signs of weakness in demand and the economy, the labor market hasn't broken, and regional banks are up 20% from their year-to-date lows. So why not keep going?
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's, as you can see in the FOMC members' speeches, there's a very important debate about this. Some FOMC members, Laura Lucan, you also had Laura Mesta, Jim Bullard, have been more in the camp of saying, everything you just listed, we got to keep going. We're still far away at 5%
Look at
from our
this.
2% target. Others, and Jay Powell probably falls to that camp, are saying, well, why don't we just take a break or a skip and figure out what's going on? But the market is certainly underestimating, in my view, the risks that rates are going to stay high for longer at the moment.
That previous 1 hour candle on ES did close really nicely. I didn't take the short, but I do like how this candle closed. Now if I'll wait. I'm not eager to hop in any trades right now.
Scott, what does that mean to you if you believe that to be the case as well?
I mean, it's a scenario we're assuming. So the City House view is 2 more 25 basis point hikes, whether it's June and July or whether it's out. It's still out there. I think the way I think of it is the transfer mechanism to me always has to come back to fundamentals. And the earnings picture hasn't materially improved, and I don't think it's going to improve materially from here. So we entered the year looking for 213 of S&P earnings. We bumped it up to 215. That's relative to the move that we've had in the NASDAQ and the S&P. See it go materially higher. The second half is going to be a function of a couple of moving parts. Yes, you're going to have an easier compare on currency, which is going to be good relative to dollar effects a year ago. Yes, you got lower input costs, but we're also going to see signs of margins continuing to deteriorate.
NQ is gonna continue going lower.
It's interesting, Torsten. This morning you had some reasons why the economy has ended up being resilient. Among them, you list high yield and investment grade corporates like extending duration, basically getting their battle stations ready for whatever recession may come. That's going to be part of it, isn't it?
Absolutely, Carl, and this is a really important argument. I mean, it is a little bit ironic. During the companies were told, extend the maturity and duration of your debt so that you are not sensitive once interest rates go up. And now we're sitting here with the Fed trying to cool the economy down, and they're say, well, because you're not sensitive, we're going to keep rates higher for even longer. So now the Fed, I mean, let's not forget, the whole goal with raising rates is to slow the economy down, slow down consumption, slow down capex, slow down hiring, and ultimately, therefore, slow down earnings. So with companies having locked in low levels of yields far out in the future, fixed rate payments, and therefore not being sensitive to interest rate hikes, it actually gets more complicated, to your point, for the Fed to really try to achieve the goal of cooling the economy down.
White bread prices are still at 13% from last year. You know, I always check that first. It's a good indicator. Torsten, Scott, and then I always get hate mail from still buying white bread.
Well, yeah, it's completely unhealthy. There's no nutritional
Okay, so
aspect to it whatsoever.
bread that is not white is up 11%.
Hey, eggs down 13. We'll take that.
Eggs down, meat, pork, bacon prices were down a lot. I'm not buying a lot of it, but food is still a mixed bag, very much so. Higher and away from home in this report than at home, so that's kind of shifted a little bit. Thank you. It was a good discussion, Scott and Torsten. As we had to break, our roadmap for you for the rest of the hour. Tech on a tear. Number of names hitting new highs, including Oracle today. How to play the space from here.
Plus, if you are hunting for yield, where to find income in this market.
And AMD taking on NVIDIA, set to unveil some details on its new AI chip. What that means for both companies when Squawk on the Street continues. Don't go anywhere.
Okay, Dow sliding some more. Let's go. Let's go. I wonder if we can get a nice flush either before or after the London close. And maybe a continuation. Yeah, I will be. Tomorrow Wednesday. Yes, I will be. And to be honest, because tomorrow is Feds, I'm more inclined to trade London tonight versus versus tomorrow. So I'm more inclined to trade the London session tonight. So 200-point difference. So it's a 200-point difference. So 573. So 14, 5, 73, take away 200. It's going to be 373. Okay.
This is a critical new moment in technology. These come along every now and then. And what we're going to see is that every company needs to reevaluate, including Salesforce. What I'm doing, what are they doing to take advantage of this incredible technology to make their companies more productive?
That's Salesforce's Mark Benioff with Jim last night. The tech sector, by the way, hitting new 52-week highs, and the NASDAQ now on pace for the best first half since 1991. Leading this morning is Oracle, jumping as it beats on the top and the bottom line. Cloud services revenue surging, quarterly guidance above estimates. Joining us this morning, Jeffrey's Brent Thill can talk about it. It's got a 135.
Thank you.
Great to see you.
Sold off
At
then.
least one note this morning that asks, is Oracle the next?
Yeah, just the timing.
What do you think?
Let's see. Hey, sorry,
They are definitely one of the trends.
I have to say it again, but why?
It's gonna be Microsoft.
Okay, So, reason I believe NASDAQ is coming down, it's not just the NASDAQ, it's the Dow, it's ES. So, real quick, right? So, right here, first one, NASDAQ, all right? So, I hope you guys can hear me clear. Let me get closer to the mic. All right. Give me a sec. Whoa. Give me 1 second. I will repeat that for you, my good sir. Okay. So, reason I believe that NASDAQ, Dow Jones, ES are both going to come down is this. So we had a contract rollover on Sunday, okay? Sunday at 6 p.m., the new contract came into play. If we go here at trade all products, yeah, I don't know what's up with Thinkorswim moving real slow. In 3 days, NQM23 will expire. Means it will no longer be traded. What's been trading as of Sunday, at least for me and a bunch of other traders, is NQU23. Look at today. Look at the volume. 320,000 volume for the new contract and only 157,000 for the old contract. So in trading futures, whenever we have a contract rollover and there is a massive gap, right? Small or big, the gap will get filled. The gap will get filled. So I'm actually happy that they're running this thing up. Like, I've taken some small losses on this run up, but best believe once I get the confirmation that this thing is going for the gap fill, it's game over. I'm going heavy, right? So this is NASDAQ. Let's look at ES. ES has a gap as well. The gap fill on ES is going to be at 4305.80. So if you look at where price is right now, so let's see, 4305, price is currently at 4404. That's a big ass move, right? So which leads me to think that that again, the move, that's what can potentially happen to cause the market to drop like that is Feds raising rates. Right now, the market has it priced that the Feds are going to pause this month. Tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern, we are going to get the Fed minutes and then the Fed conference where they're going to let us know, like, yo, did they raise or did they pause? If they do what the market is not expecting them to do, which is raise, the market is expecting them to pause, bro, we're going to end up having this massive drop. So right now, it's like, all right, you want to run up? Keep on running. I'll wait for confirmation. Once I get confirmation, I know that this is going to fill. I might even start looking at some puts on the SPY. So right now, let's look at the SPY. Where's the SPY at right now? SPY. All right, so Sunday, today, yesterday. Okay. So on SPY, I would be looking for 430 puts on SPY. And I'd probably do it for like next month. So, but that's the reason why I'm expecting NQ, YM, and ES to drop, is because it has this gap to fill. And that gap will be filled. Like I'm gonna show you how great I am. Hour before London closes. Uh, okay. I'm being asked about the gaps. Gaps on the futures market always gets filled. Gaps on the futures market always gets filled. So if whether if it, like usually if the gap is not filled within 12 hours of it opening, it'll be, the most I've seen it take was like maybe 2 weeks for it to fill the gap. And I don't mind taking little scalps here and there until I get that full on move. But I guarantee you guys that this gap is going to be filled. If it's not filled by tomorrow, right, we could potentially see it filled by Friday, and if not, sometime next week. But overall, this gap is going to get filled. So matter of fact, mark it down. Let me write this down, right? Because I want you guys to be like, yo, on such and such date, Caesar said XYZ, and XYZ happened. So I'm making a note, okay? And this is where like I prefer futures over stocks, because stocks, they take their sweet time to fill gaps, like a really really freaking long time. So so today is 6/13/23. I'm over here putting 24. Massive gap up. Nope, that's not how we spell gap up. Massive gap up on Sunday due to CT rollover. So let's see. NASDAQ gap fill. Okay, so N, damn it, NQ gap fill is 14,573. 573. YM gap fill is 33,909. 33,909. ES gap fill is on ES, the gap fill will be 4305. 4305. Okay, done. So like I said, it may not fill it, I mean, tonight, but at least this week. So is there a way to set gap on? No, I do not know. I personally do not use Tradovate, so I can't really help you guys on that. Apologies if you already answered, but are you? So I will be streaming London tonight. Reason being is because tomorrow, New York session might be a little choppy, and I kind of want to, see if I can hit my goals before then. So I will be streaming tonight, London session, 3 a.m. Eastern. So let me put that in the alerts, okay? Tonight I will stream 3 a.m. EST. Boom. Okay. So there you guys go. So tonight, because I want to avoid the New York session, just because I know every time we have Fed rates, like, it's going to be a shit show. So I rather not deal with that. Trade of it is pretty much Ninja Trade at this point. That's what I mean. It's tomorrow. Yeah. Oh yeah. True. Cause you're right now. What? You're 8 hours ahead, I believe. Dubai. It's my Dubai, Habibi. Yep. Yeah. You're 8 hours ahead of me. So right now it is 6:33 p.m. in Dubai.
Equity investments,
Yep.
to
8
commercial real
hours.
estate in particular, and then investors should expect a little bumps and bruises there on the current but it has to do with the performance of the firm, has to do with the stock, has to do with the business, not as much this other stuff that partners are.
No, and listen, he and John Walter, number two. I mean, they're both
Let me go for this one
not
first.
particularly positive near term. I mean, it's hard to leave the
Beautiful
capital markets.
thing.
Jim's talking a lot about the Kava IPO meaningfully opening the green shoots.
Oh, bro, say less, man. Dubai's already on my list, man. I was like, I gotta say, man, thanks to Kush and Mel and a few others, I'm gonna have to put my relocation to Dubai on hold. I was so looking forward to relocating there at the end of this year, but new projects come up. New yeah, bro. Yo, I got the traditional, I got the Condoras too. Like, I'm ready.
There may be some point at which the fees from that business hit terminal velocity, hit velocity that takes them beyond, and therefore suddenly gets the notice it's deserving of a higher.
Gap up and gap down. Yes, gap ups and gap downs are the same. So when it gaps up, price is gonna come down to fill it. When it gaps down, price is gonna come up to fill the gap. That void always gets filled, and I mean, I could show you guys plenty of examples where it fills the gap.
But things turned violent in the city a short time later. Police say 9 people were injured in a shooting overnight in an area of Denver where fans were celebrating.
I wouldn't say Dubai. It's not like Miami in the sense of the vibe, the ratchetness and stuff like that. But nah, it's different, man. I wouldn't even say Miami. Miami's not like, it's not even on the same table as Dubai, bro. Like, culturally, and then just the money, like the money in Dubai, bro. Bro, you don't hear people talking no less than 100 mil, 50 mil. Like, it's different, man. And it's clean. It's very, very clean for one. The people are very respectful and generous. So yeah, I wouldn't even, and there's not, I want to say like, I'm kind of trying to say like if there's like much showing off and whatever, it's like there's really not. And the class of people that you have going to Miami versus the class of people that are going in Dubai, it's I want to say like it's more cultured, um, a better vibe. Like everyone's down to have a good time. So you know how like in Miami, like you go out to have a good time, and you know you might be concerned somebody might try to rob you, somebody might try to start a fight with you, or this and the third. You don't have that in the UAE. Why did you relocate? Facts, bro. That's crazy to me. It's like over there the way that like so every place you go they have a social like a certain like social structure where it's like this means you have money, right? Out here it's like, oh, you know, people buying these luxury cars. Over there, bro, yo, they're spending millions on freaking license plates. So the lower your license plate number is, the more expensive it was. Like I've seen where people have spent $3-4 million to get like number 10 or number 20 license plate, and $2 million is more than a freaking Rolls Royce cost. Like that's like what a Rolls Royce, they say about 3, 6, 9. So you're looking at like 7 Rolls Royce, and they're like, dude, like it's crazy. And you know, and recently when the Sheikh passed away, you know, like he had the number one license plate and whatever. But yeah, bro, like a piece of aluminum out there costs like 3, 10, 20 mil, and people and they'll slap it on a $500,000 car or a $250,000 car, bro. Like that's just different. Nope, bro, no diamonds at all. There's no diamonds, anything on it. Like, dude, like it's wild. Like they really spend millions of dollars on a piece of aluminum that just has a number. Oh shit.
All right, S&P's up 0.5%. Let's go over to Bob Bassani, see what's on his radar so far this morning, Bob.
4-to-1
Yep.
declining stocks, David. And the good news is we're seeing a little bit of broadening out.
Bro, life out there is amazing. I mean, it's good food. Like I said, good food. Amazing culture. Very respectful people. You got workers, like, you know, people want to work. Like they're out there grinding to get money, connect. You have an amazing nightlife. Yo, but that nightlife, bro, can get expensive real quick. Like there's some spots, bro, where it's like just to enter, it's a couple racks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so out here, like in Miami, I'm not pretty, like Miami, they might be charging you like 50, $100 to enter a spot. Out there, yo, you pay 1, 2K to enter certain spots, bro. But like, it's live, bro. Like, and was it the beach clubs, the pool clubs, bro? You have to be a very disciplined person to, you know, not be out and about just blowing money.
This goes to how narrow the leadership has been with big cap tech moving things forward.
Respectful and people just want to help.
Explain this in different
Facts.
ways, but let me just show you. S&P's up about 13% so far this year. But
Exactly, bro. Exactly. You know, I like that. Like I was going to spots, dude. Like I was going to spots, so like I was actually conversing with, you know, a owner of a freaking marina and restaurants over there and whatever. And the dude like, yo, just offered had the chef like cook us some fresh caught fish. And then I'm just like, I'm looking at my business partner, and I'm just like, yo, like, I think the dude owns the spot. Cause like, how you just gonna come up and be like, hey, my captain just rolled in, like, here's some fish cooking for these dudes. Like, I was like, all right, but when I say generous, bro, like, people out there are generous, helpful, and everyone's trying to get it. I love the fact that there's no crime. I love the fact that like, yo, you could leave your wallet with a couple stacks in it and leave, go somewhere, and they'll get back to you. Like here in the States, I mean, I'm not saying everywhere, but yo, like more often than not, bro, like you can have $10 in your wallet. You drop your wallet somewhere, you'll get your wallet back maybe, but it won't have the $10 or some of your cards in it. But it's amazing. Yo, and everywhere smells so good, bro. Oh my God. The aroma like from these buildings, bro, that they push into the air. Amazing. And the food, bro. Yo, I'm a foodie, so or I loved the so the first time I went, I stayed at in the marina. The second time I went, I stayed in the business district, which was like literally the building that I was staying in. Like when I went up to the rooftop pool, I could see the Burj Khalifa. Yeah, I want to know about the women. I mean, 80%. All right, so look at 80% of the population there are expats, right? Now, you do have Emiratis that do wear the traditional gown, covered up. But bro, they are beautiful. Their eyes, like they don't put that crazy amount of makeup where, they have that whole cake face going on. Like very subtle, but amazing smells, bro. Like I brought so much freaking oil, like oil cologne from Dubai, bro. Yeah, I still got a ton of them till this day. I gotta re up too on one of my favorites. But dude, and then you have 80% of the other female that is just from all over Europe, South America, Asia, Africa. So it's it's nice. Clean copy, man. Some women, you see some of the best looking women in the world, and a lot of them are actually classy. Facts, bro. Yeah, that's that top tier shit. Facts. Joffy, let them know, man. Let them know. So that's where I'm like, yo, you can't even compare Miami and Dubai and put them in the same category. Like the women, bro, like respectful culture. Now I will say this, like there is a side of Dubai that most like you won't see on social media. You're not gonna see it advertised in the news, but like all places, there are some backside things that is there that you don't really hear about. So it's not all glitz and glamour for the most part, yeah. But there is like I wouldn't even necessarily say a darker side, but there's just certain things that happen that are not like rarely speaked about. Yeah, so like you have a lot of workers there that like, I mean, have you ever seen there's a show on Netflix, something Tiger, where like some dude from like Mumbai, India, came up, but like in India, like they have like these buildings where all these workers like live, and the conditions is not that well. I mean, in Dubai it's a bit better, but you have a lot of workers that are working in the construction and the building and stuff like that. That you have like three. It's dormitory style, right? And a few years back, like when the people would go there to work, the companies would actually take their passports, and then like when it came time for them to go on a holiday. So for those American viewers, when you hear Europeans or Middle Easterns talk about holidays, that is a vacation. Okay, that's vacation. Holidays are vacations. So when it would come time for them to go on holidays back to their country, they would have to have like one of their friends or co-workers like basically like co-sign that they're gonna come back. Otherwise that co-worker wouldn't get, or friend wouldn't get paid or something like that. So that was like a very like sketchy side of it that most people don't know about. I'm sure that like by now they've gotten better with certain things, but like I said, everywhere that you go, there's always a very nice glitz and glam side, but then there's also some darker sides that people don't really to hear about. And some people talk about the whole human rights and da 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 whatever, but it's like at the end of the day, like these people are making the choice to go there and work, and for the most part there is more work there for them than there would be in their home country.
Alan, this morning Goldman's got a note. The title is Could the Fed Raise Its Inflation Target? They think probably not, but they do say that if core PCE gets to 2.5, it might be good enough for them to leave the rest alone and not risk a recession. Does that make sense to you thematically at least?
And there's a big escort aspect in the UAE, that like working girls. I remember going to one of those like upper smoke bars, and bro, like you walk in and you'll have like mad beautiful women like just sitting two and two and whatever, like just scoping out dudes and whatever. And it's crazy because like sitting with my guys and we're watching, and you would see like one dude like get up and walk and whatever, and then or you would have like the one girl like get up and walk away to see like which guy would like follow her with the eyes, and then when she returns the friend would tell her, and then she would then go and approach the guy and whatever. So they like you have a lot of work not a good amount of working girls that go to these very higher clubs and lounges and smoke bars, and mainly the people that go to these smoke cigar lounges are like people that got money, that and they're not that attractive looking for the most part. So there's that aspect as well, and you'll never hear about that on social media. You'll never hear about it in the news, but those are just some of the things that goes on in the back end that most won't hear about.
Important to highlight because it was some fairly new guidance from Goldman on what you're going to see in terms of just those delinquencies and problems.
Yep.
The Fed is worried about this. How do you think it's one of the reasons why they want to pause and see what the lags and the damage are of the 500 basis points of tightening?
Gator, you don't need a visa to go there. The agreement that the UAE has with US, you can go there for 90 days, no visa required. When you go and like when you get there, they'll give you they'll offer you like a SIM card for your phone free. So you do not need a visa to go to UAE. The golden visa means golden visas for you to live there. The golden visa is like 10 years, I believe. So where you can go and like you can get a visa to work there, or you can start a business and you'll get like a 2 year visa, and then you'll just have to renew it. It was like I want to say it was like 3 or 5 years before, but they've dropped it down, and now I'm hearing talks of somehow somewhere down the line they might actually incorporate the ability to be able to get citizenship, because the UAE, they don't offer citizenship. Oh, bro, banking, yo, I 100% trust banking in the UAE versus here in America. Um, because the money that you deposit in the banks out there are 100% secured by the royal families. Okay, so if you put $2 million in there in an account, that $2 million is fully guaranteed. Versus you put $2 million here in the U.S., only $250,000 of it is secured, insured. Golden visa, you need to invest 250K. No. To get the golden visa, no. It's a lot more. It's a lot more money than that because it's not 250,000. No, bro. It's a couple of mil. It's a couple million for you to get the golden visa. You can get the regular visa, but to get the golden visa, I mean that's 10 years, and they're not giving it out to just any regular schmo or whatever. You gotta have money, or you gotta have some good connections to get that. Otherwise, the most you're gonna be able to get is just a regular visa by either getting a job there or by starting a business there. And before you can get these visas, you would have to also go there physically to do a checkup. Like they give a full physical checkup on any person that they're giving visas to, see how your health is before they give you access to the country. Facts, bro. Like they're even against freaking interest rates. Like, yo. Yeah, bro. They want to make sure if they're gonna let you in the country, you a healthy person, bro. So suffice to say, there's a lot of things that they do that I really like. You can't just be giving anybody a job. No offense. Mm-mm. But nonetheless, amazing country, amazing culture, amazing people. Just I can't stop raving about them. And oh man, in some ways, like they are miles ahead of the US. The things that they're implementing, the things that they're doing. Like US can't hold a candle to them. Recent people. I have Muslim customers that didn't want to pay interest. Yep, that's why they buy them things outright, bro. They're like, nah, man, we ain't doing that. And that's what, and again, that's one of the things that I love about the culture, like interest rates and like sneaky stuff that that can cause people to lose their deposits, bro. Like they won't do. So those are some of the many reasons why I trust and I prefer banking in the UAE than anywhere else, even in Europe, to be honest. But when it goes like in the tier wise, middle UAE number one, Europe, some countries in Europe, and then US. US is dead last. That's like look at the banking crisis, right? Look at what happened there. All right, guys, we got about 5 minutes before I hop off. Any questions? Again, feel free to ask. If not, I'll be on tonight at 3 a.m. Eastern, which Joffy, I believe that will be 11 a.m. your time. Yeah, summer be too hot. Yep. I know, bro. No seance. I'm on it, bro. I know the time. I know the time. Bro, that's why like when I was there, bro, like yo, I was catching London beautifully. Like I would wake up at 8, go to the gym, take a walk to like one of the near spots to get breakfast, like I mean like yo, fresh smoothie, bro. And then I would come back 11, trade for a couple of hours, and then go hit a pool spot.
San Francisco, it's focusing on products that are aimed at competing, of course, with NVIDIA's dominant AI chips. Our Christina Brooks joins us now.
Yep, tonight. Tonight, 3 a.m., my good people. I will be on. Awesome. Let's go. That.
Ecosystem, AMD just needs to get a little piece of that pie. The AI server should see actually 30% growth this year, despite projected declines in the overall.
What? 2 spots left. What study group?
Industry is anticipating that positive AI event today, which increased its price target by $50 to $1.45. UBS would even further raise it to $165, citing a $1 billion in potential revenue for AI chip revenue, I should say, for 2024. Microsoft was already set to be a customer, but the bears worry about AMD's margins if it's going to be price competitive to NVIDIA. Of course, there will be other new AMD product mentions, more specifically about the CPU, but it's really about the race to the AI server market with NVIDIA clearly in the lead. David?
Christina, thank you.
The one.
Today as well. She mentioned NVIDIA closing in once again. That $1 trillion market cap.
Oh,
That's not much.
nice. We'll be reviewing the boot camp and move. Oh, all right. Sounds fun. Two minutes till London close. Oh, excuse me. All right, my good folks. That's gonna be it for me for today. Not the day that I was expecting. Didn't get the drop, but it's all good. I will see you guys later on tonight. You're welcome. You're welcome. Appreciate you all. All right. Catch y'all later. Always, man. My pleasure, bro. See you in London. Likewise, Gator. Always a pleasure, my brother. Yo, let me know what I'm gonna text you, bro. I gotta see when I'm trying to hear about Miami, bro. Cause Kush and Mel, they both like, yo, I gotta ask you like what happened. So let me, I don't know, hit me up on your lunch break or something, bro. Or when you get off, like we gotta talk. I need details. I know it was a movie, bro. I seen some of the clips, bro. Like, come on. All right, guys. Well, that being said, I'll catch you guys later tonight.